Hello friends, in this video we'll see how to configure PHP for the Apache web server. So we have some documentation search through the internet. I have a website here. So here we have an option to, it says download from the php.net. So we'll open this link in new tab. So PHP is one of the most used scripting language for web services. As we know, Facebook is one of the famous application or the famous website which runs on PHP. It's an open source. We can download PHP 5. So we'll download it, current stable release. So we'll download the tar.gz file. So we can download it from one of the mirrors here. We'll click on save. So it's a 13 MB file, so it takes time to download the file. So meanwhile, I'll pause this video. The download is complete now. So we'll go to the download folder. So we have a php tar.gz file. So we'll do tar minus xbzf. We'll do cd. I'll show you. There's the folder. Okay. ls. So the folder php. We'll get into the folder php and I'll do ls command. So inside the command we'll have a ./configure script. So to use this command we have some I've searched through the internet. We have some options to enable. You see, with MySQL, with PHP, all these options are there. Currently I have not installed MySQL in my computer, so we can install MySQL with the MySQL location. What we'll do, we'll install MySQL first. We'll search for MySQL. So we go for downloads. So we'll download the MySQL community server. It's a freely downloadable version of world's most popular open source database. You can see. So we'll download. So we can download generic Linux generic for x86 32-bit RPM package. We have RPM packages here. So we need to look for a Debian package or a source file, compressed tar archive. So we'll download this. So it's 158.59 MB. So it takes a lot of time to install. So what we can do, I'll install without MySQL option. So I have the command copied here, so but I'll remove the MySQL option with MySQL option because I don't have a MySQL installed right now. It takes a lot of time to install. I'll take the complete command. I'll copy and I'll paste it here and press enter. So there's a configure error. Perl is not installed. It says Perl is not installed. AP access was not found. So we have to use this command to bypass this. Apache was not built using enable. So we use this, but still it gives a command. Don't worry about this. With AP access, actually it's Apache 2. So we press enter. So we'll see. We'll open one more terminal. Open tab. I log in as a root user. cd/user local Apache 2. It's Apache 2, so we'll use Apache 2 in the place of Apache. Press enter. So this way we can provide information while installing. So we have to provide the correct folders for Apache. So I've not used MySQL with this. So I've removed the MySQL option from the configure command. So we also have to configure with the MySQL. So since the file of the MySQL is very large, probably I can install it later. Okay, there's some config errors. XML2 config not found. So we'll see how the error can be fixed. So we'll go to Ubuntu forums. So installing in software in Linux takes a little time. Don't worry about it. But once you start learning it, so you'll find it interesting to explore these softwares. So libxml2. Have the dev package. Okay, we'll see the development package should also be installed. We'll install apt get libxml2. We need to say install. So it's upgrading the package libxml. We'll try dev development package. I don't know if it exists or not. So most of the times it will be hyphen dev. So we'll also install that software. So now it's installing libxml2 development package. So we can now compile the PHP again. Let's see, hope we don't get the error again. There's one more error. Could not find necessary header files. DBA. We'll check this error again on the internet. So we have some solutions here. Let's see if we can get a solution from these websites. We'll find Control F DBA. Okay, then you're probably missing the GDM devel package. Okay, so this needs to be installed. So we'll see apt get install. So we'll see this way. So we'll search for an Ubuntu distribution, GBM devel. So I think this is the file which we need. So we'll check this. Okay, it has one package. So you can see the naming conventions for a Debian package is different, and for the naming convention for RPM is different. So you should be careful. You should install only the Debian uh, versions of softwares in Debian operating system. So now we try to configure again. So if you are trying to install PHP or Apache, there's always an error and trial way of installing the software. In Windows, it's very simple to install a WAMP server. It installs all the Apache, Mysql, and PHP in one shot if you keep on clicking next on the installation wizard. But in Linux, it takes time for you to install any software. but it's really worth installing with all such uh, research, doing all such R&Ds. So once it checks for all the configuration, once the configuration status is okay, then we can start compiling the files using make command. Thank you for using PHP. Notice the following unknown command option were used. Redirect. Okay, don't worry about this. Uh, we just use that command for CGI. So we'll use make. So now it starts compiling the software, compiling the source code and creating binaries. So meanwhile I'll pause the video. So it takes a lot of time to compile the source code and create binaries. Friends, the make is complete now. So it says build complete. You see, it has builded all the binaries, and it says don't forget to make test. To run make test, we'll do that. So it says pass. So a lot of test is remaining here. You can see here out of 8419 files, only 1059 files have been done. So I'll pause this video for the time the test takes place. So we can see that the test has failed here. Time taken, failed test summary. So we have the test failed. We tested for some bugs in it. So the test failed. Expect, and we can see the summary here. So it says you may have found problem PHP. So if you want to send this, you can say yes, or you can say yes to save. So then we can send this report later manually. So if we try to install make, so it will install the files, but there are some errors. So unless you are on a server, if you are on a server, you should not try installing even after the test fails. Since we are using it in a local machine, I'll say make install. Let's see if it installs or not. So all the tests should be passed when you are installing a PHP on a server, but if it's on a local machine, you can try without even if the test fails, you can try install it. So we'll see whether the PHP is installed. So you can use either PHP CLI command line to install the command line version of PHP. I'm not sure if it works or not. So we'll see how exactly to enable the PHP with Apache. So we have to check whether this file is available or not. We'll see ls slash user local Apache 2 modules. So we have lib of php 5 so. So we have to copy the php ini file recommended to php ini file. So we'll see exactly where the php ini recommended file is. So do we have a recommended file php? So we don't have a php file here. ini file. We'll see in this location slash user local Apache 2 . So it installed in a different folder. c/user local Apache. So PHP is installed in a different folder. User local Apache 2 conf. We go to modules, we have conf httpd conf /php. So this is the module that needs to be added. We'll see exactly what are the things that needs to be added. So we'll add this line here. So I'll not save this. We'll go again. I'll use a vim editor. So vim is not available, so we will use nano and this file. So we'll add handler php 5 script. So we'll do control O to write to the file, control X to exit. So we'll restart the server. So we'll try this again. Okay, now it sees, you can see the PHP is getting executed. So all you have to do is add an handler here. So this line was not added here. So you need to add this line, so it will add the PHP script like this. So when you use this, if you don't use this here, local host and press enter, it gives you an index file. So what you can do is you can change the type. We'll use a nano editor. We'll go to document index, directory index. You can see we can add index.php. So this will be the default file. We'll say control O and write to the file, control X to exit. Now if I say refresh, so we need to restart the server whenever we do changes to a configuration file. You can see I have not given any index.php here. By default it takes index.php and then looks for index.html. So we can use this way. It gives you the PHP information, the Apache environment, everything here. So now you can create any file, put it in a htdoc directory and access it. So this way we can configure PHP along with the Apache server. Friends, in this video we learned how to install PHP and configure it with Apache server. In the upcoming videos we'll learn more about Linux. Thank you for watching this video.